These damn stockings are actually black. Strangely enough, men's brains just can't seem to control their eyes. However, the arrival of the ticket inspector miraculously cured the men's wandering eyes. It turned out Frank didn't have a ticket and was kicked off by the inspector. Little did he know, all of this caught the attention of the alluring Anna, who then helped pay Frank's fare. As it happened, Frank was a designer at a decoration company with a fairly high income and a happy, complete family. But not long ago, his daughter fell seriously ill, requiring long-term medication that drained most of his savings. This led him to start resenting his family, until Anna came into the picture. They met again on the subway, and Frank hurried to pay Anna back for the ticket. Through casual conversation, Frank learned that Anna worked at an investment firm and was also married. They both had a daughter as well. However, her husband was rarely home due to the nature of his work, so Anna lived like a single mom. Feeling dissatisfied with their respective family situations, the two seemed to have found a kindred spirit in each other. Little did they know, this connection would push Frank to the brink of an abyss. To repay Anna, Frank invited her to lunch. The relationship between them started to change in subtle ways. After that, they met up more and more frequently. One night at the bar, they completely gave in to temptation and agreed to go to a nearby hotel. Just as the two were about to unleash their passion, a masked man wielding a weapon appeared before them. They had no choice but to hand over their money. However, the robber discovered through a family photo in Frank's wallet that the two were having an illicit affair. At this point, the robber became physically aroused. Frank sensed the situation was taking a bad turn and tried to stop it, which completely enraged the robber. Frank was beaten to a pulp, falling unconscious to the ground, but he could vaguely hear the sound of bodies colliding. When he woke up, the robber was gone, but Anna was in agony. He wanted to call the police but was stopped by Anna. For the sake of both their families, they could only pretend nothing had happened. Just when they thought the matter would end there, the robber demanded $18,000 in hush money, threatening to tell Frank's wife about the hotel tryst if he didn't pay up. The next day, Frank went to Anna's company. Faced with this threat, Frank wanted to go to the police, but Anna didn't want to let the sordid affair come to light. She managed to gather $10,000, hoping it would help Frank, and wanted them to cease contact from then on. However, when it came to the remaining $8,000, Frank secretly withdrew the pre-deposited funds from his own daughter's medical account.